Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the Road of Bones. So, where is this Road of Bones? Road of Bones is in Russia. It connects Magadan and Yakutsk. If I pronounce it wrongly, please sorry for that. It connects Magadan and Yakutsk. And if you want to travel, you can travel during the winter season or in summer season. But if you want to travel in other seasons, you must be thrill seeking because other times it mostly muddy. You have to travel during the winter or in summer. It's the best time you can travel. But and the precaution, if you are traveling during the winter time, don't forget don't you ever or don't you forget to turn off the ignition. Don't turn off the ignition of your vehicle during the time of winter, because if you turn off your vehicle ignition, you might or you cannot ever start your ignition. You cannot start your vehicle again, because the winter in that area is the temperature that area is around minus 50 degrees Celsius. Minus 50 degrees, so you know how cold it is. And if you are traveling during the winter time, if you ever saw a vehicle which has been stopped in that area, please don't forget to give them a lift, because most of the drivers who travel in that area forgetfully or mistakenly having switch off their vehicle ignition, and they couldn't get started, so most of them have been froze to death in that area. So is that called because of that they call it Road of Bones? No, not because of the drivers they have been died. There is another reason for that. So now, if you want to see that Road of Bones, when was that road was built? It was built during 1932 to 1952. It took around 20 years. And during it was built in 1930 1952. So at that time there were many countries which they colonized other countries, and they took the natural resources for the world wars for their country to develop. So during that time it was ussr, Soviet Union. They had Magadan and Yakutsk. In that area they have found there's a natural resource of gold, iron, and tins, woods, all that kind of natural resources they found in that area. So what they did was they brought some laborers to work in there, and they did minings. And later on, they used prisoners, Gulag prisoners, to work in that area. So the Gulag prisoners who have been worked in that area, they were brought to for mining, for gold mining, iron mining, and to cut off the woods. They have they have been brought to that to work. But when they found the many when they have found the resources, what they did, they need to take it to other places. So they need to build a road, and they built a few hundred thousands were working in that minings, and a few hundred thousand were sent to build that road. And they were building the road for it was they built it for 3000 kilometers, and some say for 4000 kilometers. They built for a long stretch of that road. And during that time, many people have been dead. The Gulag prisoners, most of them died. It was estimated around 250,000 to 1 million people might have been dead. And what they did was they buried them beneath the road or the sideways of the road. Beneath the road or the sideways of the road. So many graves have been there, and they are not visible to our eyes, but there are many graves around the road. And what is the main cause for that? Because one of the thing is it is around the temperature. It is minus 50 degrees Celsius, minus 50. You know then how cold it is. And second one, they didn't had proper clothes. So minus 50 degrees means they need to have clothes. They didn't have proper clothes, and the food, they didn't get enough foods. And most of them who are working there got diseases like tuberculosis, and many diseases like that. And they didn't get proper treatment, and most of them had died. Then how many prisons might have been working? It has been estimated around 700,000 or more prisoners might have been worked in there, and it's around 250,000 to 1 million people. 1 million prisoners have been died estimated around 250,000 to 1 million might have been dead, and they have been buried in all that area. And there have been dead bodies, and still there are many people who are living in that area still now, and they are the generations of the laborers who worked in there, and the prisoners, gulag prisoners, and the generations of gulag prisoners and the laborers and the generations are still living in that area. It has been said their life is being so hard, and they are more expensive in that area. And later on, they, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, they reconstructed that area, renovated that road, and it was made around 2031 kilometers, and it was named as R504 Kolmia Highway. Now the new name is R504 Kolmia Highway, but most of them still call that area as the Road of Bones, because there are many people that, after many prisoners who have been died in that area.